Gather evidence at the scene of the collision. Take out your smartphone, take photos of the damage to the vehicles. And another thing that people don't think about is it's really important to get a photograph of the person who caused the collision's driver's license. That's going to give you information that'll help your attorney identify them later when it's time to serve them with a lawsuit. Also, if the person at the scene who caused the collision admits fault, ask them very politely if you can record them saying that they take responsibility and admit fault. I can't tell you how many times I've had a client where the person who caused the collision admitted fault at the scene, but once the insurance company and their lawyers get involved, they change their story and deny responsibility. So those are 3 things that you can do at the scene of the collision to not mess up your personal injury case. Number 2, get a police report. For some reason, insurance companies think that collisions without police reports are somehow worth less, as if there's something magical about calling the police. Nevertheless, it's always a good idea to call the police if you've been injured in a car collision. It'll do a couple things. It'll get the identifying information of the person responsible, including their insurance information. And the police officer will also take statements from both parties and determine who's at fault. Now, if you have a police report that says that the person who hit you caused the collision, that's just one less battle that you're going to have to fight with the insurance company when you're making your claim. Number 3, if you've been injured at the scene of the collision, it's really important to get immediate medical attention the same day. So if an ambulance arrives and you're in pain, you should accept the ambulance and go to a local hospital. If the person who caused the collision has insurance, that insurance will most likely cover that ambulance bill and hospital bill. And another thing that it will do is it will preserve the evidence in your case. For example, if you have trauma to the head, it's very important for there to be some evidence of that in the medical records of your emergency room visit. Another thing insurance companies like to do is assume that if you did not go to a doctor or hospital, that you were not in pain. They call these gaps in treatment, and this is one of their biggest strategies in trial. It's a gift to the defense if you don't go see a medical professional the same day. Number 4, it's important to report your auto accident to your own insurance company. Now, this will do a couple of things. It will create a file, and it will allow you to get your car repaired by your own insurance company as long as you have collision coverage, so that you don't have to wait for the at-fault insurance company to take responsibility and fix your car. They can often drag their feet, and it can put an injured person in a tough position when they do not have a car. They'll have to get a rental car, and it's very inconvenient. So I always recommend to my clients to go through their own insurance company to get their car fixed or paid for as soon as possible, because there can be long delays if you rely on the other insurance company. Number 5, after you've been in a car collision and you've been injured, it's very important to contact a personal injury attorney. Reviewing all the settlements of people who have attorneys and people who do not, unfortunately, insurance companies prey on people who do not have attorneys. And while you do have to pay an attorney, it increases the total amount of money available, and it's usually in the injured person's best interest, especially if they've been involved in a serious collision with serious injuries. If you have been injured in a car collision, call the law office of John J. Roach, 415-851-4600. 4557, and I will personally review your case and let you know if you have a valid claim worth pursuing.